Hello, we are Sornia. Thank you, as always, for inviting us into your hearts, connecting with us in the various ways in which you connect with us. Thank you for all that you do in a very difficult and dense reality. Yes, it's becoming less difficult, less dense. Not everyone sees what you see. Not everyone experiences what you experience. So at times you feel isolated and alone, and we've talked to you about this many times, about having that courage and that bravery to keep doing what you know to be your highest response, your highest vibrational response to your circumstances, which is what we want to talk about with you a little bit. How you are all evolving more rapidly than maybe your fellow man and those that are near and dear to you. And that's all part of the plan here, your plan, our plan together to have you individuals that have this awareness begin the process in human form of understanding your true nature and bringing that forth. And that cycle or that phase or that period of time is still in progress of your own personal awakening. And there are many, 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 many on your planet that are awakening and experiencing the nature of themselves and the nature of their reality in more profound ways, in ways in which they feel this great certainty and connection with this truth, and that is increasing. And as all of you continue to do what it is that you know is right for you to do, and you express that in your environment, you are encouraging through your own energetic ways of expression, because everything is energy, right? So as you express your loving truth, this is touching the same vibration and frequency that's buried deep down inside every human being on your planet. So keep that in mind, because the times being what they are will offer you opportunities to use your expression of unconditional love, acceptance, and compassion in difficult situations to alter the outcomes, we should say, alter the outcomes of what could possibly become devastating situations if there was not that intervention by you using the great benevolent power that each of you has as part of your birthright. And when we say birthright, we don't mean birthright into human form. We mean your birthright as a soul. Each of you, every one of you, is a soul that has been created by you, God, Source, Creator, the Divine. You are created from that expression of that goodness, each one of you. So when you are born with already your freedom intact. You are born already with a understanding of the true nature of who you really are. You are born with that. You are created from that, so you cannot be anything but that, you see. Even though many of you experience darker, more nefarious aspects, both of yourselves, you call it your shadow sides, and those of other individuals. And it becomes something of a vicious cycle in some of you, dealing with the human condition, the limitations, and knowing that you are not that which is being expressed in that moment of that humanness. And this tension or this struggle or this awareness of the struggle, the awareness of the differences between the two expressions of yourself is really what is prominent right now for all of you in that role of foot soldier or warrior. You are all experiencing that division, if you will. You see, you know who you are. You become much more, let's say that who you are, your consciousness, as it's being expressed in that human form, is very aware now of your true nature, even if you do not always express that true nature. But when you are not expressing your true nature and you allow yourselves to have the human experience, you feel the difference to such a degree that it's stark for some of you, as it's meant to be. So this is a sign for you to understand that the progress that you are looking to be confirmed, like, where are we going? What are we doing? You are working on yourselves. This is what this is saying. You've reached this point where being anything other than a loving, compassionate, accepting human being causes an energetic, what's the best word? An energetic feel within you that leaves you quite aware of the power of that force, of the human force, to pull you down or cause you to feel less than loving. And this will increase. Hopefully, we are making sense here. It's important for you to understand the point at which you are at. We've been guiding you along this way for some time now. We have been focused on you, a little less on your external circumstances. We have been focusing on you, because by focusing on you, the external circumstances have the potential of changing in a way that you will recognize as being goodness and benevolent. So understanding your discomfort that comes on, it's beyond discomfort for some of you. It's stark and it can be harsh when you feel yourselves being triggered by that human condition, whatever it may be. You all have your own crosses to bear, so to speak, that you are aware of. And there might be more that are coming for you. So much depends on what you are able to do. So you see, you are at a point right now It's a threshold of moving into, once again, a higher state of consciousness. That you're not only going there with your consciousness, but you are bringing your physical form and all the non-visible bodies, your etheric form and your emotional body and such. All of that is also raising its vibration. In particular, your physical bodies have for some time now been experiencing the raising of the consciousness. So we're going to a little bit touch on that so that all of you can understand what maybe some of your aches and pains and unusual physical manifestations might be occurring. So as your consciousness is raising, that is all invisible to the naked eye, the human eye, that consciousness. But as that is becoming more expansive and clearer for you, your understanding of your true nature is becoming more intact and more not something transitory. It's something you feel every day, all throughout the day. You're feeling it stronger and stronger in your body. As that's happening, your physical body is also responding to this higher state of consciousness that you all are attaining. And because of that, those energies, emotional energies, locked in your physical form that you are unaware of. Most of you are unaware of them, for these are deep, deep within your emotional system, let's say, because it's all intertwined. That your body has been carrying these things, the physical body we're talking about. So what's happening is that release has to come in some way. The healing, you call it healing, those healings that you want so that you feel your physical form in its optimal way will happen, but it happens through this process that you are experiencing of first your consciousness becoming more expansive, more aware of your true nature. So there's more of the true you being expressed and less of the limiting human you. That's what good way of looking at it. But as that's happening, the physical part of you that is stored a lot of your history as a soul, a lot of your history in this current incarnation. And remember, you have aspects of your soul also experiencing in other dimensional realities their own existence. This is all coming together. So many of you, we would imagine most of you, will be experiencing unusual and confusing physical symptoms. And if you're not, good. Don't think that there's something wrong with you and you're not making it. But many of you will be experiencing these physical symptoms that you can do what you want with them. Some of them might be very difficult because there may be a great deal of physical pain associated with it. But this is where you bring out your toolkit of what you know to do, and that is to sit with this. And some of you may choose to go get medical help. That's your choice. But many of you will choose to sit with it and explore the physical symptom from a perspective of the higher self, or this evolved consciousness that you have attained, so that you can actually put all of this energy, this restrictive, limiting energy that your body has stored, you will put it all to rest. That's part of the process right now. We have said to you many, many times, do not feel fear. Look at fear for what it is. It's an illusion. It's an entrapment. It's a means of control. And you choosing to be fearful about your physical form, or anything really, but we're speaking of your physical form right now. Again, it's a choice. How you manage that physical expression is up to you. Whether you seek professional medical attention or choose to ride through it, the most important thing, no matter what, is you managing any fear of death. That's really what this is. Managing fear of death. How exciting. You are transcending that very limiting belief of death and what it means. So, because this is crucial to your evolution, your progress, your ascension, however you see this, whatever words you use, they're your words. However you see all of this time frame for the next, you've been doing it already for a while, but let's say for the next few months in human time, you will be choosing to experience the fear of death and transcend that fear so that you can truly, freely live your lives to their fullest. And some of you have transcended that fear, but will still have some of the experiences of that fear, because you will be assisting the process of transmuting that energy through your own physical form. That's why some of you are having strange and unusual physical experiences. So it's a very exciting time. You have a lot to do for yourselves and for your fellow man. You've become stronger. You've become more united, without a doubt. You have all become kinder, more compassionate. You are teaching this to others through your actions and your deeds and not your words. You stop and check in with yourselves throughout the day. You ground yourselves in your truth. And each one of you is expressing your divinity more clearly, more powerfully, with more light. And through this process, you are becoming more content, more assured, more certain of your journey. It's a beautiful time, even though it's a difficult time and a confusing time for many. But each one of you has made such progress, and you're well aware of it. Well, that is really what I came forward to share with you. It is truly a pleasure to have this opportunity to interact in this way, as it is for each one of us. I, as a soul, have been incarnate in human form many, many times. Many of you will feel comfortable with my presence and feel as though you know me. It's because you do. We've shared many experiences together. I hope you feel that, those of you who recognize it. And to enjoy that knowledge of your own incredible ability to dissolve fear and bring light and love and compassion and goodness to your planet. Thank you all for all that you do. Thank you for hearing us, listening to us with open hearts. We are always here for you. That is all. We are Sornia. Goodbye.